So in today's lecture, we are going to cover about the accounting cycle. The accounting cycle basically starts from the T accounts, then we have journal, then we have ledger, and we have trial balance. So the accounting cycle basically comprises of the four major steps, starting from the T accounts and ending at the journal. In order to understand the concept of the accounting cycle, first we need to understand the concept of the double entry system. In accounting, every business transaction causes at least two changes in the financial position of the business, and these both changes must be recorded into the books of accounts. Otherwise, the books of accounts remains incomplete. For example, if we buy a machinery of rupees 50,000, it will bring this transaction will bring two changes in the books of account. The machinery will be increased or it will be added to our asset side, and our cash amount will be reduced by the equal amount, that is 50,000. So in accounting language, these two changes are basically termed as the debit change and a credit change. For every transaction there will be two entry, one a debit entry and one credit entry, and for each debit entry there will be corresponding entry of equal amount. So basically that means that whenever there is a transaction in accounting, and whenever you post the transaction into the books of accounts, you basically have to make two type of changes into the books of accounts. One would be the debit change and other would be the credit change. For example, in case of machinery, as we have bought the machinery for 50,000, the machinery over asset will be increased. So we will put the machinery on the debit side of the transaction, and on the other hand, our cash will be reduced by the same amount. So we will put the cash amount on the credit side of the transaction. It is necessary that both the debit change and both the credit change should be of equal amount in order to balance the accounting transactions. So whenever there is a single entry in the accounting and you have to post that entry into the books of accounts, you generally have to note it down by a debit change and a credit change, and though both the debit change and the credit change should be of equal amount.